Hey, how's it going? Today's Defi and welcome to another episode of my solo D&D actual play series, Tales of Fool's Gold. In the last episode, we were introduced to the Twilight Hunters and its boss, Julius Silverbark. He wants to establish a hunting settlement of sorts, take revenge on a giant hyena. The first step is to set out a scouting party to find a suitable location. However, the team has found something else. Danger involving a manticore and a white dragon wormling. Hope you enjoy. Right, okay folks, here we go, our first fixed encounter. So, let me paint you the scene. So, the party came in from the northwest, down to this direction, into the icy cavern, to be able to go out the other way. However, upon approaching, they spot the manticore, and they spot the white wyvern wormling, pardon me. So we're gonna have to deduct what's actually happening here. Is it a territorial dispute? Are they working together? That's why we're gonna have to roll some oracle rolls. See what we're gonna have to do. So first of all, we'll ask a question. Is the manticore and the wormling enemies? 2. They are not. They are not enemies. Okay. Okay, so they're not enemies. Have they just currently met? Have they just met? As a reroll. Right, so they have just met. So I'm gonna say that the wormling here is probably, I'm gonna say that the wormling has probably hunted some local animal and is eating, and the manticore has just arrived at the same time as us. Okay. Is the manticore hostile to the wormling? Yes. Will the wormling defend itself? Yes. Oh, okay, right, so we're starting, start the scene now. So, the wormling is starting to, the wormling is just successfully hunted an animal, and it's currently feasting into it. The manticore coming in from the south, obviously, this is facing north, I'll tell you what, so we don't get confused. Not 2D sheeps, I want my pen, please. I'm just gonna say, that way's north. So the manticores came from the southeast. Yep, southeast is this direction. Notices the wormling. Obviously they're gonna attack each other. Now the question is, does the party get involved in the fight? No, they do not. So they don't get involved in the fight. So I'm gonna say that the party sees this about to happen, and I'm gonna say that they're all gonna hide. So Finya, understanding the hunt, understanding animal behavior, tells the party to go and hide. So the barbarian's going to come over to the side. Yeah, basically we'll come into this little alcove here. The two apprentices will hang back, like so. Finya gets into the corner here, and then what we're going to do is we're going to roll stealth checks. I think this is probably the best thing we want to do. We're going to roll stealth checks. So we'll start off with Areola here. So first stealth is a +3, so let's go d20 +3. It's a 5. Ooh, that can be bad. Did I say that right? Yep, it's 5. Okay, so I need to, okay, no, we'll keep the rations because I need to keep an idea of what we're doing here. Okay, so I'll tell you what, let's write it at the top. So, actually no, we'll write it next, so it's fine. So we'll put S5. Okay, Finya has a +4. D20 +4. 20, very nice. Alpesis She is a +2. So D20 +2. It's cool fun. Okay, now this ain't gonna be fun. I'll tell you why in a second. So we get a 1. Okay, the Berserker does not have any... Yep, doesn't have any proficiency in stealth, so it's going to be a D20 +1. 14. So that's not too bad. But 14 S, and then the Dragon Hunter here does not have any skills in stealth, so it'll be a D20 +1 then. Oh, 4. This is gonna be good. 4. Yeah, sorry, pay attention. Okay, so the party tried their best to hide. Unfortunately, the only people that is currently hiding properly is Vinya, the Berserker. Because if we go over to the Manticore, passive perception is 11. And the White Dragon Wormling, passive perception is 14. So, the White Wormling can see the Barbarian. And probably can see Arula, as well as definitely see Hallie. I'm going to call her Hallie just for short. But does not see Finya. But the Manticore cannot see Finya or Barbarian. But could probably see just an inkling of Hallie at the back. So the question is, does the Manticore and the Wormling focus on each other? 19 to do. Okay, so they see the party, but understanding the bigger threat, they choose not to engage them. Instead, they're going to focus on each other. So obviously, following Finya's plan, they're going to hold back and is going to let the Manticore and the Wormling fight each other first. So to do that, we're going to roll initiative. Now, I'm not going to roll initiative for the group because technically they're hanging back, and obviously we know that the Manticore and the Wormling is going to fight each other. So that's what we're going to do. So we're going to roll initiative. So initiative is D20 +3 for the Manticore. +3. That's a 7. And the Wormling is just a flat D20. Okay, so the Wormling goes first. So let's write it up here. So that is, remind me, 7 and 11. Okay. So 7. And then we'll put 11 down here. So I know. And then I need to roll HP for the Manticore. So Manticore HP is D10, 8d10 +24. 8d10 +24. 55 health, not bad. So we'll go 55 HP. And just so I know, I'm going to put I next to this. And then for the White Dragon Wormling, we want 5d8 +10. 8 +10. 35 health. Not bad, actually. What's the health again? 35, okay. Not too bad. 35 HP. So, the Wormling goes first. So, to help sort of make the turns a little bit more natural, I have the monster tactics, or the monster reaction table, for Solo Adventurers Toolbox Part 1. And what we do is we roll 100, and basically it kind of just gives us a little bit of a thing on what to do. Like for example, like if we roll a 15, creature makes an attack that moves away, provoking an opportunity attack if necessary. It's more than one enemy attack PC, one stays in melee, while another stays at range and disengages, moves away to make range attacks, blah 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 blah. Basically, you're supposed to do these round per round, but you could do this turn by turn if you wanted to, if you wish. So we'll see. We'll see. Right, so first up, the White Dragon Wormling. So the White Dragon Wormling sees the Manticore, adopts a defensive combat stance, flapping its wings, starts roaring, trying to intimidate. So let's roll a d100. Let's see what the worm's going to do. Okay, so we've got 55. So 55 on the table says, if I can find it, creature uses its main attack. Alright, so the white dragon wormling can fly 60, move 30, light attack. Okay, I'm going to say it's going to do a cold breath, methinks. This should be pretty good. So 15-foot cone, each creature must make a DC 12 Constitution saving throw. Okay, so I'm going to say that the wormling is going to take to flight, I think. That's what I'd do if I was the dragon, probably take to flight. So I'm going to say that it's going to move up 30 feet in the air. And then 5, 10, 15, that's 45, 50. So I'm going to say it's going to move to here. Now that should be a 15-foot cone. Let me get my cone out if I can find it. So triangle would be best here, wouldn't it? Alright, so 15 feet, we're talking what? About here, maybe? Yeah, not quite, but basically it's hitting it. So it's 5 feet in the air, basically aiming downwards. Let's go attack with its cold breath. So, need to run a DC 12 Constitution saving throw. The con save for the Manticore is +3, so let's see. So D20 +3, 14 saves, so it's going to take half damage from a 5d8 cold damage. So 5d8 cold damage, 23, so 23 rounded down is 11.5, but we're going to round down, so it takes 11 points of cold damage. Cool. So I'm going to take that down to 55, I'm going to put that to 44, so it's down to 44 HP. Okay. Right, so next in the initiative is going to be the Manticore, and here's the thing, the Manticore can fly as well at 50 feet. Also can make a multi-attack if he wanted to. So, right now the dragon is 30 feet up in the air. So I'm going to say the Manticore is going to take flight. So, let me see, so it's a large creature, so it's going to fly up to 30 feet, so that's, yeah, so it's 30 feet, I'm just trying to work in my head, so it's a level, and it's just going to go 5, 10, and it's going to engage with the wyvern mid-air. Right then, perfect, so multi-attack, so it's going to make 3 attacks, 1 with bite, 2 with its claws, or 3 with its tail spikes. No, well it's in melee combat, so it's going to take 1 bite attack. Alright, so we want a d20 +5. 15. 15 misses, because of 16. Second attack with claw, that's a d20 +5 if I'm not mistaken. It is. 20 hits. And just for the extra attack. Okay, so 1 only hits, so 1 claw only hits. Which deals 1d6 +3 damage. So 1d6 +3. 7 points of damage. Woohoo! As it just comes down and just swipes at its stomach. Interesting. Very, very, very interesting. Sweet. Oh, I forgot to run the monster tactics, didn't I? We'll do it next time, it's fine. Okay, so that was what, 7 points of damage? Yep, 7 points of damage. So 35, bringing it down to 28. Sorry, 28 HP. Okay, now, before we go back to the Wormlings fight, let's do a d20. Does the party get involved in the fight now? No, they don't. Okay, so they wait. So Finia, so obviously the Berserker is getting really, really itchy for some action. He's seeing this fight unfold. It's like, let me get in there, let me get in there. And Finia's just looking, saying, no, we wait. So they wait another round. Okay, so we're back to the top. So we're back to the White Dragon Wormling. Now, we're going to do a recharge for its Cold Breath. So for this, we just roll a d6. On the 5 or 6, we get it back. So, d6. 2. Okay, so it does not charge. So, in terms of stuff, let's roll a d100 to see what it does. 52, uses main attack. Yep, okay, so yeah, I'll remember to do this for the Manticore. Completely forgot. Okay, so, it's just going to take a bite attack. So, what we want is we want a d20 plus 4, and we need to be an AC of 14. So, d20 plus 4. Misses. The White Dragon Wormling tries to go for a snap with its bite against the jugular, but the Manticore is too quick and nudges back. Okay, so now we're back to the Manticore's turn, so let's do a d100 to see what it does. 20. 20 is going to tell us if there's more than one enemy attacking PC, they all attack and move away in different directions. PC can only choose one way to attack. Okay, basically, alright, so to me, what this means is he's going to make an attack and he's going to try and back up a little bit, maybe try and go for a bit more range. So, he's going to make multi-attack and then he's just going to fly away, try and get a bit of space between him and the dragon, and the dragon's going to take an opportunity attack. So that's what we're going to do. So, first of all, we need to roll 3 d20s plus 5s. So, d20 plus 5. The first one's a crit. Oh shit. d20 plus 5. The second one's a hit. And the second one's a miss. Oh, okay. So, for the first one, it's going to be 2d8 plus 6 because it's a crit. Because the wait a minute. This is one thing I'd never really paid attention to. When if it's a critical hit, you double... I know you double the damage dice, but do you double the proficiency damage as well? Just give me a second, I want to look this up. Right, okay, so I just had a quick look. The way the critical hits work is you roll the damage die. So basically you roll double the damage die, and then you just add the modifier damage, not the proficiency damage. Modifier damage is normal. So for this, we want to roll 2d8 plus 3, 17 damage. So yes, 17 damage. So we'll bring that down. So 17 brings it down to 11. And then the second hit is just a 1d6 plus 3. Plus 3. 6 damage. Bringing it down to... Bringing it down to 5. So it's got 5 HP left. And then from there, it's just going to roll... It's just going to fly away. So, let me see if I get this right. So, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, I think, 25, something like that. So basically it's just creating a bit of space and it's going to allow the White Dragon Worm to make a opportunity attack. So let's go d20 plus 3, is it? d20 plus 3? Sorry, d20 plus 4. 21 hits. Okay, so it's going to take 1d10 plus 2 piercing damage. So 1d10 plus 2 piercing damage. It's taking 12 points of damage. Just as the Manticore decides to fly away just to create some space, the dragon, taking a massive barrage of damage, managed to get at least one big bite out of its rear hump, I'm going to say. So 12 damage, so that brings us down to... So that brings it down to 32 HP. Alright. Yep. But it's not over just yet because we need to roll a 1d4 for the cold damage as well. So it takes a further 2 points of cold damage, so that 32 becomes 30. Jesus. Okay, so now we're going to roll another d20. Does the party get involved now? No, they don't. Again, Athena gives the command to hold position. Interesting. Okay, and from there, we're back to the top of the round. And do you know what? I should really be doing a combat tracker here. We're on to turn 3 now. Let me redo that one. There we go. Yeah, we're on turn 3 now. Okay. So, going back to the White Dragon Wormling. The White Dragon Wormling is hurt. So, let's roll a D100. 90. Okay, what does it do? What's a 90 give us? 90 says, creature with initiative is aware of your presence and has a surprise attack ready. So the way I did this, so people were, is this the one I'm thinking of? I think it is. So the way I did this in my sister series, the Face We Rolled, was I did this as a readied action instead. So, is that right? Did I do that as a ready action? I think so. Yeah, I think I did this as a ready action. So that's what it's going to do. So it's going to recharge its cold breath. So we'll roll a d6. Doesn't get it. So instead, seeing it being really, really hurt, it decides to go on a defensive. So it's going to fly. Let's have a look. Flight. Where is it? Okay, so flight 60. So it's going to come down. So it's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20 behind here. And it's going to ready a bite attack for when the Manticore comes around, I think. So yeah, we'll do that. Okay, so now it's the Manticore's turn. So let's roll a D100 for the monster tactics. 62. 62 tells us creature uses main attack. So the Manticore flying away, readying its attack. I think it's going to come back after. Yeah, so it can move 50. So it's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. The Manticore comes swooping round, obviously staying out of the melee range of the dragon who's ready for an attack. And it's going to attack with its tail spikes. So the tail spikes is so it can make 3 attacks with its tail spikes. D20, range 100, 200 feet. So it's an optimal range. Right. So we need to roll D20 plus 5. So this is the first hit. That hits. D20 plus 5. That hits again. And the third and final one. The second one misses. Okay. And it's a 1d8 plus 3. 1d8 plus 3. And just 4 shits and giggles. 13 damage. As the spikes just come round. Fires off its tail, and 2 spikes hits directly into the center chest of the dragon. And with that, the dragon falls and dies. So that's that then. So it's at this part where, now just to let you know, the okay, I'm going to take this away. I'll tell you why, because I'm not going to let the experience go to the party here, because the Manticore killed him. So let me just quickly put this away so I don't get confused. Okay. So the Manticore comes around, fires 2 spikes to the dragon. The dragon falls and just does a massive sound wave to the ground. It's at this point that the Manticore sees the party. Now that it's dealt with its most dangerous threat, it now turns towards the party. Because of its passive perception, because of the passive perception of the 11, and because of the crit 1 of Hallie, the 5 of Areola, and the 4 of the Dragon Hunter, it starts to go onto them then. So now we're going to roll initiative for the rest of the party since they're into a fight now. Right, okay, we have initiative. So, at the top of the round, we have Vinya at 20. So, let's see what Vinya does. So, obviously the Manticore, facing towards the party, starts to roar. Opinion, no. Gives the command, yes. No, we're going for combat. So, I'm going to roll a D100 to see what Finya's going to do. 89, what does 89 give us? 89 says, the creature 1 initiative is aware of your presence. Okay, so I think she's going to ready and attack them. Let's see, what can she do? What do you think? What's she going to do? So we have Sever Strike, we have Hail Thorns. Speak Animals. Yeah, I'm just going to say she's just going to ready a longbow attack. She has a longbow ready. So she's going to ready a longbow. So I'm just going to put R, L, B, so I know. Okay. So as soon as the Manticore starts coming in, she's going to fire with a longbow. So she is still hidden, remember. So she will get onto the attacker's rules. And remember that the Manticore is 50 feet in 50 feet in the sky, so melee's not going to work either. Okay, so the next person is going to be... okay, we actually got a joint between Valuria and Halifius. Okay, well, I'll tell you what, let's go from... So actually, good question. On the 1, it's Hallie. Okay, so if it's 1, Aluria starts first. On a 2, she goes second. Okay. So I'm just going to put a little 1 here and a little 2 here, so I know. Right. Okay, so Aurelia realizes that she's been seen, needs to watch herself as she's only an apprentice, but she wants to help out. So I'm going to say that she's going to attack. So let's see, what's the range of the... Can I see, what's the range of the light crossbow, the heavy crossbow? Okay, so she's going to fire a heavy crossbow. Now, the crossbow has a range of 100 feet optimal, so she's going to move 5, 10, 15. Okay, and let's have a look at the range. So we're talking... So remember, it's 50 feet in the air, so we're talking 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 50 feet up. Yeah, within range. However, the problem is, though, remember, you gotta remember, she's only a small race, so the heavy property is a disadvantage. So let's see. Now the needs to be a 14, so she needs to roll. Did I write it down? Yeah, I did. Okay, so it's a d20 plus 5 from the proficiency and the 13 dex, I believe. Yep. So we need to do d20 plus 5, but we need to take the lowest roll. 10. 10 each. Okay, so she fires a bolt and just fires it, but because it's such a hefty weapon, the arrow just goes awry and lands straight. Let's say it's just going to launch, fires behind and just lands somewhere in the back wall. Okay, so she's going to move back in position again. Try and stay as back as possible as I can. Okay, so next turn we have Halfius. So let's roll D100, let's see what she does. 97. 97 tells us, monster rolls for help, reinforcements on one tongue, make a D100 roll, and a roll 10 below, and one of its type appears in 2 rounds. Okay, well this is non-applicable because we don't have any reinforcements on the way. There might be times where we could get some reinforcements, maybe, like 2 groups or whatever, but unfortunately no. So this is wasted. So I'm going to say that Haliaphis is just going to take the dodge action. She's not going to do anything. She's actually kind of scared, if you ask me. First proper fight, and she's not going to do anything. Okay, so next we have the Dragon Hunter now. So Dragon Hunter, I think, is just going to make 2 longbow attacks. Yep, that's what he's going to do. So he's going to take 5, 10. Seeing that a big hulking monster in the sky, he's just going to aim his longbow true. So we want a d20. So yeah, we can attack twice because... Oh, no, excuse me. We can only attack once with a longbow. You can attack twice with a long sword or a short sword, but no, it's just once with a longbow. Alright. So d20 plus 3, did that say? Yeah, d20 plus 3. 13 just misses. Oh, 13 dismisses because of the armor class of 14. Yeah, the arrow just goes just a little past the Manticore, and the Manticore's pissed. So I think with that, she's going to move one step to the right, to the back, and that's his turn. Okay, the Berserker, doing Berserker things, is just going to run forward, I think. Yeah. Oh, do you know what? I didn't roll HP for the Dragon Hunter and the... I didn't roll HP for the Dragon Hunter for the Berserker. Right, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're just going to keep it as a standard. 58 and 64. That'll do. Yeah, that'll do. No point in wasting time. Okay, well, the Berserker's just going to do Berserker things. How far can he move? He can move 30 feet, so 6 squares. Alright, so he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's going to ready an attack. Oh, wait a minute. Monster Tactics. Monster Tactics, Steffi. Oh, dude, 46. 46 tells us creature uses main attack, but he doesn't have a ranged attack, so instead he's going to ready a Great Axe attack for when the Manticore comes into attack. And then from there, Manticore finally goes next. Let's do a D100. 3. What does 3 do? If monster has dropped to less than 50% HP, he flees. Okay, so half of 55. Nope, it's not applicable. It's not less than 50 HP, so yeah, the Manticore's just going to stand its ground. So the Manticore, is it going to do a ranged or is it going to do a melee attack? Alright, does the Manticore go into melee? It does. Okay, the Manticore, seeing the Berserker running forward screaming, decides to meet it in melee combat. No, it can move 50 feet, so let's go 5, 10, 15. So that's 15 feet. It's going to drop down 30 to 20 feet flying. And yeah, okay, so because it's not quite in melee, it's going to have to take a tail spike attack, so it's going to fire some tail spikes in close range. So 3 of them. Let's have a look. That's a hit. That's a hit. That's a miss. Okay, so it comes zooming towards the Barbarian. However, it's not quite within it's not quite in melee range, so the Manticore, realizing it's out of melee range, decides just to fire a couple of tail spikes as a warning, or as an early assault. Basically, 2 of the spikes hits into each of the shoulder of the Berserker, and the Berserker just goes roar as the hit just lands. So he takes 1d8 plus 3, 1d8 plus 3. It takes a total of 12 piercing damage. Oof, that's not good, that's not good, that's not good. Okay, so 67 minus 12, that is 55. Okay, so it's down to 55 HP. Okay, and with that, we're at the top of the round. So we're at turn 4. Perfect. Okay, so top of the round, we got Finya again. Now, the reason why I didn't pop Finya's reaction was because the way she seemed to be was that she was a very, very patient fighter. So she wanted to see how things would implore out. So she's still hidden. She's still hidden. So we're going to see. What she's going to do now with the monster tactics. So let's have a look. Or the monster reaction, should we say? Okay, 99. Calls for help. Yep, like I said, just like Hallie before, there's no reinforcements to call in, so I'm just going to say she's going to take an attack roll with her longbow, so she only attack once. Yeah, she doesn't have extra attack or anything. Does she want to do magic stone or anything like that? No, she doesn't need to do Sephir Strike. Hail of Thorns, actually. No, Hail of Thorns is AoE. Yeah, I'm just going to say she's going to take just a standard attack roll with her longbow, so we're looking at D20 plus 4. With advantage because she's hidden. So that means we take the higher roll. 17, Yep, 17 definitely hits. 17 hits. So from the shadows, she waited till the beast got a little bit closer so she could see properly, and she's just going to fire a shot past the Dragon Knight, straight to the air, and just clap it. So for damage, we're looking at a 1d8 plus 2. 1d8 plus 2 piercing. So 1d8 plus 2, dealing 9 points of damage. Bringing down HP from 30. Oh shit, one thing. Bringing it down from 30 to 21 HP. So we're getting there. We're getting there. Okay, next we have Ariula again. So Ariula, I think she's going to do the same thing she did before. It's going to be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Get into position, attack with a hand crossbow again. Sorry, her heavy crossbow. So it's a d20 plus 5, but remember disadvantage, so we take the lower roll. 23. 12. Ooh, close. Feeling the recoil of the first shot, she feels like she managed, or she feels like she could probably get a second shot. However, it just grows shyly by. No, she's moved 25, so that's where she stays. Okay, so the next person is going to be Hallie Vivius. I've got to do a monster roll for Ariula again. Damn it. Okay, 8. What does Hallie do? If you score 25 damage or more when the gun runs around, the creature makes a wisdom check. If it fails, moves away from you quickly. Broken opportunity attack if necessary, sees attacks normally. Okay, well, we didn't score anything, so let's cross this out. Okay, so I think Hallie's just going to rush to the front to try and support the, yeah, so she's just going to rush to the front to try and support the Berserker. So we're going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, birth. Is that right? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yep, just move to here, and she's going to take the dodge action. So that means any attack rolls on her will be with disadvantage. Alright, so that's her turn. So next in the list is going to be Dragon Hunter. So I want to say the Dragon Hunter is going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Jump on top of you, I guess. And he's going to take a longbow attack against the Manticore Screws. Remember, the Manticore's still 20 feet above the party right now. It's not quite at melee range. So we're looking at a d20 plus 3. The longbow. Did I put d20 plus 4? Rolled a 26? No, I must have did it wrong. Okay. 320 plus 3. 11. Yep, again, a longbow misses. Just straight off the shot. Close, but no cigar. Okay. And then next is going to be the Berserker. So I think the Berserker... So the Berserker just finishes pulling out the spikes out of its two shoulders. And I think this time he's going to be a little bit more cautious. So he's going to stay in position. And he's going to take a dodge action as well. Again, D100. Let's see what happens. 87. So 87 will tell us. You're ready in action, I guess. You're right, okay, right. So we'll go with this. Who already is Great Axe again, ready for the beast to come in. No, it's the Manticore's turn, and no, we'll do a D100. I keep forgetting. 10. Okay, so what's the Manticore's 10? If you score 50% or more creatures in the region last check, makes a wisdom check. If it fails, the creature disengages and moves away from the PC up to his movement allowance, otherwise it attacks normally. Okay, well, it didn't score one. Did I say 1.5? 50% or more of the creature's HP, which we did not. So it's just going to attack normally. Okay, so yeah, so the Manticore is going to finally come down from its 20 feet into melee range. And it's going to take 3 attacks against the Berserker. So we want 3 D20s, 3 1d20s plus 5s. Okay, so d20 plus 5. First one's a hit. Second one is a hit. Yeah, that's a hit as well. Just have to double check. d20 plus 5. That's a hit as well. All 3 of them just come in. The bite and the 2 claws. Jesus. So 1d8 plus 3. Okay, so 1d8 plus 3. 9, 1d8 plus 3, 8, 1d8 plus 3, 5. So 9 and 8 is 17, 17 and 5 is 22. Takes 22 damage. Good thing we had this guy to tank. I'll tell you that much. Oh, but at the same time, I'm going to say that the Berserker is going to pop as a reaction and do a counter attack with his Great Axe. That's what I was waiting for. I completely forgot about that actually. So anyway, 22 HP, that's going to bring him down to 33. And then the Berserker is going to come in with his Great Axe to retaliate. So, do you know what? I'm going to start with its turn. Okay, so Rex attack, but start with its turn. Okay, no worries. Okay, so yeah, so it's just a d20 plus 5. 12 doesn't hit. I think it's 14. Yeah, d20 does. Yeah, the 12 does not hit because of the ferocity of the Manticore attacking the Berserker. He tries to get swing off, but unfortunately misses the creature. Shit. Okay, with that, we're back to the top of the round. Okay, so let's see what Finya's gonna do. 20. Okay, what does 20 give us? 20 tells us it is more than one enemy attacking the PC. They all attack and then move away in different directions. PC can choose. Okay, so okay, do you know what I'm going to treat this as? I'm going to treat this as a Commander Strike. So, the Commander Strike is a maneuver from the Battle Master Fighter. So, let me explain. See, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to take these tactics and I'm trying to put it in a way where it makes sense for that role, right? So, we don't have it, but what we can do is we can do this. Okay, so the Commander Strike Battle Maneuver says, when you take the attack action on your turn, you can forgo one of your attacks and use a bonus action to direct one of your companions to strike. When you do so, choose a friendly creature who can see or hear you and expand one superiority die. Superiority die is D8, I believe. But we're not going to, basically, we're just going to ignore all this. And instead, what we're going to do is we're going to use a bonus action and one of our attacks to let somebody else do it. So that's what we're going to do. So seeing this, Finia decides that it's probably best if she lets somebody else make an attack first. So I'm going to say she's probably going to yell towards the Barbarian to take another swing. He has the best line of sight, she can't get a bow attack on there, nor is she in position to aid out in terms of melee, so she's just going to say to the Barbarian, strike again. You missed the first time, do it again. So the Berserker's like, yeah, sure, no worries, boss. So we're going to take another D. So we're going to take another D20 plus 5. D20 plus 5. 8 does not. 8 does not hit. Again, just swings again. Nothing to it. And that's the end of the turn. So now we're back to. So now we're back to Areola. So let's see what Areola's going to do. 6. That's it, right? Yeah, 6. Okay, so for 6, what we're going to do is this. If it's got 25 more creature. Okay, yeah, that. Yeah, this sees stats normally. Yeah, this doesn't apply. So this does apply, so she's just going to move up and take a normal attack, I think. Seeing that it's finally down on the ground, I think she knows that the heavy crossbow will be working, so she's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20 to the side. And she's going to take a great club attack. Which is a D20 plus 3. So yeah, so we'll add that then. That with a great club, so D20 plus 3. 6 misses. Oh, well no, level 8 as well. She should have said that, but she doesn't feel confident. She wants to go in and start attacking, so that misses. Okay, Hallie now. So Hallie's turn. Let's roll D100. 25. 25 tells us it is more than one enemy attacking the PC. They move to flank the PC on opposite sides. So she's not quite in position, but basically, actually, yeah, she can actually. 5, 10, yeah. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. That'll do. And here's the good thing about this. I'm doing the flanking rules for D&D, the optional variant rules. So instead of just bringing them up on screen, I'm just going to tell you, if you have two enemies or two PCs on opposite sides of an enemy, basically they can engage in flanking, which means their attacks is with advantage, and the same goes this way as well. So now there's flanking, basically everybody's attacks are now with advantage. So she's going to take an attack with a sickle, I believe. Yep, she's dual wielding sickles, by the way, so she can do... Okay, so she could do something called two-weapon fighting. Now I'm going to have to bring it back up here. Okay, so I just wanted to show this. Two-weapon fighting. When you take the attack action and attack with a light melee weapon that you hold in one hand, you use a bonus action to attack with a different light melee weapon that you hold in the other hand. You don't need to add your ability modifier to damage the bonus unless you have a modifier as negative. So yeah, so because she has two sickles, which I'll show up here, they're classed as light, because you can see there the light property. A light weapon is small and easy to handle, making it ideal for use fight to and fighting. Okay, so she's going to use action, bonus action, she's going to attack twice. So the first roll is going to be a D20 plus 3, did that say? Yep, D20 plus 3. D20 plus 3, and it's with advantage, so we'll take the higher. 18 hits, perfect. So we're going to go 1d4 plus 1 from the strength modifier. From the weapon modifier, yep, plus 1, so that's plus 1 slashing. Takes 2 points of slashing damage, so we're going to do a bonus action again, so we're going to do d20 plus 3. Oops, sugar. Got the 3. Yep, 19 hits, but this time it's just a 1d4, no modifier. 2 damage, so we're dealing... So with the 2 attacks, we just did 4 damage. As she just swings around the side and gets both sickles into the rear legs and just starts slashing downwards, causing tendon damage. So bringing that 21 down to 17. Yeah, down to 17. So it's down to 17 HP. Okay, next up, we have the Dragon Hunter. So the Dragon Hunter, I think, well, it depends on the monster roll. Let's see what we're going to do. 4. Flee, right? Yep, monster's fleet, so yeah, it's not at half health or anything, so it's just going to move in. Seeing the success of the rest of the party members, it's going to move 1, 2. And now it's flanking, so it's going to make 2 attacks with its longsword. So it's going to be d20 plus 5. And it's advantage, so we'll take the higher. Yeah, perfect. And then it's going to use 2 hands. So it's going to be 1d10 plus 3. 1d10 plus 3. 8 points of damage. It's going to attack again because multi-attack. 2 longswords. Aye. And d20 plus 5. 10's a miss, but with advantage. 16 hits because its AC is 14. Still checking. Yep, 14, so it hits. And then I'm going to do 1d10 plus 5. Just double checking. Oh, no, wait a minute. Did I do 1d10 plus 3? I did, didn't I? Oh, yeah, I've already done. Okay, yes. 1d10 plus 3. That's why it's not plus 5. 1d10 plus 3. 4 points of damage. So 8 and 4 is 12. And it's looking extremely, extremely, extremely hurt now. So it's 12 damage. Bringing it down to 5 hit points. Okay. Next person is the Berserker. So the Berserker has the chance to finish it off. Is it finally going to hit after all this time? 7, no it doesn't. But I'm going to use his reckless attack since it's his turn, so he can attack with advantage. So he's going to try again. And 20 finally fucking hit. Excuse my language. So we're looking at 1d12 plus 3. 1d12 plus 3. And he needs a 5 or higher. And it finishes it off. With the successfully raging failure of the Berserker. Swinging miss after miss after miss. Finally, the rage finally builds up to a point where he just manages to get his last attack in. He cleaves the Manticore's head clean off, killing it. Perfect, and that is the end of the fight. Perfect. Nice. Oh, sugar. Okay, so because we did beat the Manticore, we got 700 experience. So I think what's going to happen is, here's the thing. Man-at-Arms cannot gain, Man-at-Arms and Militiamen, because they're technically classed as quote-unquote monsters, they cannot take any experience. So yeah, so basically Berserk and Frank Hunter's out there. So basically we're going to take that 700 experience and we're going to split it 3 ways. So let me get my calculator out. Let's see, let me get my calculator out. So 700 divided by 3 is 233 experience. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add that to these sheets, and I'm going to clear all this up, and then we'll get back to the world map. That was a good fight. That was a very, very fun fight. So the team managed to survive by following the laws of nature, like true hunters, striking at the most opportune moment. See if the team can head to their location with little to no trouble. Hope to see you next time. Take care.